Hello everyone, welcome back. So in our previous lecture we were discussing the word problems based on quadratic equation. Now in this lecture we will have more word problems. Okay, let's start with question number 7. We completed the 6th question. Okay, so the question number 7, you can see a 2-digit number is such that the product of its digit is 18. When 63 is subtracted from the number, the digits interchange their places. Find the number. Students, the concept of 2-digit number we already discussed in the chapter number 3. The chapter number 3 was pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, there I taught you this concept. So yes, we will be using the concept. You must have remember any 2-digit number can be expressed as 10x plus y, where x is the digit at 10th place and y is the digit at 1st place. Okay, so let's solve this particular one. Okay, suppose, let me assume the number as 10x plus y. Okay, so suppose the required number be 10x plus y. Obviously y is the digit at unit place, okay, and x is the digit at tens place. Suppose the required number be 10x plus y. Now we are given the two conditions. Okay, one is the product of digits is 18. Since digits are x and y, so I can write the equation as xy is equal to 18, and from here I can write y in terms of x. Y is 18 by x, equation number 1. No problem, students. Okay, why I took y in terms of x? Because I know after I am gonna have a quadratic equation, and in a quadratic equation I'll be having only one variable x. Okay, so yes, y is 18 by x. From the first condition I got this. Now it is written when 63 is subtracted from the number, the digits interchange their places. Now if we subtract 63 from the given number, now students see, this is the given number 10x plus y. This was the original number. Okay, if we subtract 63 from the number, what happens? The digits interchange the places. That means x takes the place of y and y takes the place of x. So the new number becomes 10y plus x. Clear, students? Okay, we solved this kind of questions in pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, so now we have to just simplify this, and we will be using equation number 1 because we want the equation in only one variable. Okay, so yes, from equation number 1, I can write this 10x plus the value of y I am writing as 18 by x, and minus 63 is equal to 10 times y. So 10 multiply with 18 by x plus x. Now students, after simplifying this, the equation I am gonna have will be a quadratic equation. Okay, so let's just simplify it. Students, you can see, अगर मैं सारी टर्म्स को एक ही तरफ रखूं, लेफ्ट साइड में रखूं, तो ये प्लस एक्स इधर आके 10x में से सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा, तो ये बन जाएगा प्लस का 9x. ओके, ये है प्लस का 18 अपॉन एक्स, और चलिए लिखते हैं इसको प्लस का 18 अपॉन एक्स, और ये राइट हैंड साइड में 10 इंटू 18 180 अपॉन एक्स है. अगर इसको लेफ्ट साइड में लेके आएंगे तो ये बन जाएगा माइनस का 180 अपॉन एक्स. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? और माइनस 63 इज इक्वल टू 0. नाउ इफ आई टेक x LCM, okay, it will become, I will take the LCM in the next step. Here I am just solving this two same terms, 18 upon x and minus 180 upon x. So 18 upon x minus 180 upon x will become minus 162 upon x. Clear, students? So it will become minus 162 upon x. No problem, I guess. Okay, and yes, it is minus 63 equal to 0. Now students, simplifying this by taking x as LCM. As I take x LCM, what I am gonna have? See, I am gonna have 9x square minus 162 minus 63x is equal to 0. Okay, now students, obviously this x will be multiplied with 0. So the required quadratic equation in the standard form will be 9x square minus 63x minus 162 is equal to 0. Now you may observe the whole equation can be divided by 9. So by dividing 9 in the both of sides, I am gonna have x square minus 7x minus 9 ones are 9, okay, and 9 eights are 72. So the required quadratic equation is x square minus 7x minus 18. Now students, just think the splitting of minus 7. So you have the minus 18 as product. Many of you must have thought the splitting. The splitting will be plus 2x minus 9x minus 18 is equal to 0. So students, taking x common from the first two terms, I will have x plus 2, and taking minus 9 common from the next two terms, I will have x plus 2. Now taking x plus 2 as whole common in the complete two terms, I will have x plus 2, x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now students, from here I am having the two values of x. X is either minus 2 or x is plus 9. Now x cannot equal to minus 2. Why? Because x is a digit. Digit is not never negative. Okay. So yes, x cannot equal to minus 2. So yes, the value of x I will be considering as plus 9. Okay. So if I consider x as plus 9, the y value will be, the value of y will be 18 by x or 18 by 9 or 2. Okay. लेट मी सॉल्व हेयर ओनली. ओके, यहीं सॉल्व कर देते हैं इसको. x आ गया 9, द वैल्यू ऑफ y विल बी 18 अपॉन 9 और 2. सो जस्ट स्टूडेंट्स, लेट मी नो व्हाट वाज द नंबर. द नंबर वाज 10x plus y, so the required number will be 92. Clear? Because x was the tens place and 2 was the unit place. Okay, so or you can write in the expression 10x plus y, the value of x as 9 and the value of y as 2. So the required number is actually 10 into 9 plus 2 or 92, and that's your final answer. Clear students? Let's move again further. The question based on age. Okay, we solved many questions based on age in the chapter number 3. So yes, I am just forming the equation. It's your work to solve the equation, and students, make sure whenever you solve a quadratic equation in which the variable denotes a age, okay, the negative value we will leave. Okay, we will neglect the value if the value of variable comes negative, because we know age cannot be negative. Okay, so yes, let's solve. A man is 3 times as old as his son. Okay, we are given a man is 3 times as old as his son. Suppose present age of man, present age of his son assume करते हैं. Suppose present age of his son be x years. मान लिया जो मैन है उसके बेटे की एज x years है, प्रेजेंट एज. नाउ द एज ऑफ मैन विल बी 3x, because in the first line only it is written a man is 3 times as old as his son. So yes, I can write the age of man will be 3x. Okay, so yes, let me write here students directly in the one variable only. According to question, present age of man will be 3x years, since it is given that the man is 3 times the age of the son, and the 6 years ago the product of their age was 288. Okay, now 6 years ago, now let me know students, what was the age of man 6 years ago? 3x minus 6. And what was the age of his son 6 years ago? X minus 6. And we are given the product of their ages 6 years ago was 288. So students, what equation we will have? The equation we are gonna have is, see, 6 years ago the age of man or age of son first. Age of son is x minus 6 and I am taking the product of this x minus 6 with 3x minus 6 because 3x minus 6 denotes the age of man 6 years ago. Okay, and for taking product I have to multiply this and the product is given 288. Okay, now students, it's a simple quadratic equation. You have to solve this quadratic equation. You have to get the value of x from here. Okay, so x will be the age of son and 3x will be the age of man. If x gives the negative value, you can leave that value. Clear students? अगर x की कोई नेगेटिव वैल्यू आती है तो आप उसको छोड़ दें. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स? तो चलिए मूव करते हैं. अच्छा, एक और चीज स्टूडेंट्स, इस चीज का भी ध्यान रखें, जो भी x की वैल्यू आए तो वो ऐसी आनी चाहिए कि x माइनस 6 भी नेगेटिव ना हो. ठीक है, मतलब x की वैल्यू जो है वो 6 से बड़ी ही आनी चाहिए. क्यों? ये भी आपको सोचना है कि x आपने एज्यूम करा है सन की एज, ठीक है, आज की, तो 6 साल पहले भी तो एज जो है वो फिजिबल होनी चाहिए, मतलब पॉजिटिव होनी चाहिए. तो यस, आप ध्यान रखें x माइनस 6 एक्चुअली 0 से बड़ा होना चाहिए. ओके, तो x की कौन सी वैल्यू आपको दो में से सेलेक्ट करनी है वो आपका काम है. ठीक है, x की वैल्यू 6 से बड़ी आना बहुत जरूरी है. क्यों? मान लो सपोज आपने x की वैल्यू 5 निकाल ली, तो 5 तो पॉजिटिव नंबर है, तो ये तो एज हो सकती है. हाँ, 5 तो एज हो सकती है, बट 5 माइनस 6, क्योंकि 5 तो प्रेजेंट की एज हो गई, तो 6 साल पहले तो एज नेगेटिव हो गई और एज नेगेटिव हो नहीं सकती. तो इस चीज पे आपको स्पेशल फोकस रखना है कि जो भी x की वैल्यू आए उनमें से उसी एज को लेना है जो जिसके लिए कि x माइनस 6 भी पॉजिटिव हो. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? नाउ लेट्स मूव फर्दर. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1/3. Find his present age. Students, this is a question from NCERT and it's very simple question. Only one Rahman is there. Okay, so let us suppose present age of Rahman be x years. Suppose present age of Mr. Rahman be x years. मान लिया कि आज की तारीख में जो रहमान है वो x years का है. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन, व्हाट विल बी द इक्वेशन स्टूडेंट्स? व्हाट क्वेश्चन सेज? क्वेश्चन सेज द सम ऑफ रेसिप्रोकल्स. पहले तो रेसिप्रोकल्स लेना है और फिर उसका सम लेना है. द सम ऑफ रेसिप्रोकल्स ऑफ रहमान्स एज 3 years ago and 5 years from now. क्योंकि अभी एज x years है, तो 3 years ago एज रही होगी x माइनस 3 और 5 years from now मतलब 5 साल बाद एज रही होगी x प्लस 5. ओके, तो रेसिप्रोकल का सम लेना है, तो x माइनस 3 का रेसिप्रोकल हो जाएगा 1 अपॉन x माइनस 3. सो आई विल राइट द इक्वेशन एज 1 अपॉन x minus 3. It is the reciprocal of Rahman's age 3 years ago, and I have to take the sum of this with reciprocals of Rahman's age 5 years from now. So the age 5 years from now will be 1 upon x plus 5, and this sum is given to you plus 1/3, and this is a simple quadratic equation which is simplificable to quadratic form. ओके, इस इक्वेशन को जब आप सॉल्व करोगे तो सिंप्लीफाई करोगे, तो सिंप्लीफाई होने के बाद जो आपको इक्वेशन मिलेगी वो क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्म की इक्वेशन होगी, उसको सॉल्व करना है और फिर आपको x की वैल्यू निकालनी है. ओके, तो ये इक्वेशन सॉल्व वाला काम आपका ही है. चलिए, हम लोग पहले इस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व कर चुके हैं. मूव करते हैं नेक्स्ट. इफ जैबा, this is a question given in your NCERT exemplar. Okay, if Jeba was younger by 5 years, then what she really is. मतलब एक कंडीशनल सेंटेंस है कि अगर जैबा आज की एज से 5 साल छोटी रही होती, इफ जैबा वॉज यंगर बाय 5 years देन वॉट शी रियली इज, जितनी भी अभी जैबा की प्रेजेंट एज है अगर उससे 5 साल छोटी रही होती, देन द स्क्वायर ऑफ हर एज वुड हैव बीन 11 year मोर देन 5 times हर एक्चुअल एज। तो 5 साल पहले उसकी एज का स्क्वायर, 5 साल पहले उसकी एज का स्क्वायर, देखो आप, देन द स्क्वायर ऑफ हर एज वुड हैव बीन 11 years मोर देन 5 times हर एक्चुअल एज, मतलब आज की एज के 5 times के प्लस 11 रहा होगा। क्लियर? तो बना लेते हैं इसको, इक्वेशन में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं। सपोज प्रेजेंट एज ऑफ जैबा, प्रेजेंट एज ऑफ दिस गर्ल जैबा is x years, okay? Now the age 5 years ago will be x minus 5, and what question says? The question says, according to question, the square of her age, okay? So yes, it will be x minus 5 whole square. It is the square of her age when she was younger by 5 years, मतलब आज से 5 साल पहले उसकी एज का स्क्वायर x minus 5 whole square would have been 11 years more than 5 times her actual age, that means 5 times x, because her actual age is x, so this will be the equation. Okay, now students, if you simplify this equation, you will be getting the quadratic equation in the standard form. See, it's x square minus 10x. I am just expanding the bracket with the identity a minus b whole square. It's gonna equal to 11 plus 5x, okay? And after simplifying more, I will be having this relation, minus 10 minus 5, it will become minus 15x, and plus 25 minus 11, okay? It will become 24. 14, okay? 25 minus 11, it will become plus 14. Plus 14 is equal to 0. Now students, let's split this minus 15. The required splitting will be minus 14x minus x. You can check, minus 14x minus x will become minus 15, and if you multiply these two, we will be having plus 14x square, okay? So this will be the required splitting. Now taking x common, it will be x minus 14, and here minus 1 common. Inside the bracket we will be having the same factor, x minus 14. Now x minus 14 we can take whole common with these two terms. So x minus 14, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now students, equating each factors to 0, I am gonna have the two answers. Either x minus 14 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is what I was just talking about. Before. We are getting the two values of x and both are positive values. So what value I have to take as my answer? Students, you may check here, x, if I take x is equal to 1 year, if I take the value of x as 1 year, x minus 5, the age 5 years ago, okay, will become negative. X minus 5, for x is equal to 1, x minus 5 will become negative. So yes, x cannot equal to 1. Okay, so students, I will be writing this in this way. X cannot equal to minus 1 since x minus 4 is, it becomes negative. Okay. X cannot equal to 1 since at x is equal to 1, x minus 5 will become negative, and that's not possible. Okay, the age cannot be negative. So yes, therefore present age of Jeba, is 14 years. Okay, तो अभी जो जेबा की एज है वो है 14 years. You may check by putting the value of x 14 in the required condition. Okay, अभी जेबा की एज 14 years है, तो 5 साल पहले क्या रही होगी, 5 साल पहले रही होगी 14 माइनस 5 दैट इज 9 ईयर्स। ओके, अब सोचो स्टूडेंट्स, 5 साल पहले उसकी एज का स्क्वायर, 9 का स्क्वायर 81, और ये 81 किसके इक्वल होना चाहिए, ये 81 होना चाहिए जैबा की जो एज आई है उसको 5 से मल्टीप्लाई करो और उसमें 11 ऐड कर दो, तो 14 5s are 70 and 70 plus 11 you are getting the same answer as 81. Okay, so students, yes, we got the correct answer. Okay, now 11th question, the question based on geometry. It's a very simple students. The altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. Okay, ये बहुत ही ज्यादा सिंपल क्वेश्चन हो गया स्टूडेंट्स, बेसिक पेपर में आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो। मैं इसमें फटाफट इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व, इस क्वेश्चन के लिए इक्वेशन फॉर्म कर देता हूं। देखो, राइट ट्राइंगल क्या होता है, वी नो व्हाट इज द राइट ट्राइंगल। ओके, तो सपोज कोई भी राइट ट्राइंगल है, उसके अंदर आपको ये दे रखा है कि जो ऑल्टीट्यूड है वो बेस से 7 सेंटीमीटर कम है। तो सपोज length of base, suppose length of base is x centimeter. So according to question, since it is given the altitude is 7 centimeter less than its base, so according to question, altitude, length of altitude, okay, length of altitude, altitude means perpendicular. Okay, length of altitude will become x minus 7 because it is 7 centimeter lesser than the x, so yes, length of altitude will become x minus 7. Okay, so students, this kind of condition will be there. Okay, so I am taking a right triangle. See, if I am taking base as x, this angle as 90 degree. Okay, this will become x minus 7. Okay, and this is my hypotenuse. Now hypotenuse is given 13 centimeter. I am given the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. So students, by Pythagoras theorem we can easily calculate x. Okay, so since we are given the hypotenuse as 13 centimeter, okay, by Pythagoras theorem, can I write that perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square? So yes, I can directly write x minus 7 whole square. This is square of altitude, and base square, that is x square, and this is gonna be equal to 13 square. Now students, it's your work to solve for x and get the values of x. Remember students, you will be considering that value of x for which x and x minus 7 both are positive, because you understand this thing that side of a triangle cannot be negative, the length of side of a right triangle cannot be negative. Okay, so remember what value you have to take and what value you have to neglect. By increasing the price of a book by rupees 10, a person can buy 10 less books for rupees 1200. Suppose you have rupees 1200 with you, okay, and you are purchasing a definite number of books, and it is considered that the price of each book is equal. Okay, so obviously you can calculate the number of books you can purchase by unitary method. Okay, suppose the list price of each book that we want to find originally was rupees x, so the number of books will become 1200 upon x. Okay, so students, let me solve this question. Suppose the original list price that we want to find, the original list price of each book, price of each book be rupees x. I just assume that originally the price of each book was rupees x. Okay, now students, what will be the number of books he can purchase in rupees 1200. So number of books purchased, number of books purchased in rupees 1200 will become 1200 upon x. No problem students writing in this. Okay, because आपके पास 1200 रुपए है और हर एक बुक की जो प्राइस है वो x रुपीज है, तो आप 1200 अपॉन x, 1200 अपॉन x, 1200 अपॉन x ये नंबर ऑफ बुक्स परचेज कर पाएंगे. ओके, नाउ इट वाज केस 1. ओके, नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन, if the list price of each book is increased by rupees 10, according to question, new list price of each book, new list price of each book it is rupees x plus 10, because price of each book is increased by rupees 10. Okay, so number of books purchased now, आप कितनी बुक परचेज कर सकता है? He has the same amount 1200 and the number of books purchased will be now 1200 upon x plus 10. Okay, now as the question says, now he can purchase 10 less books. Okay, तो अब जो वो बुक्स परचेज कर सकता है वो ओरिजिनली जो वो नंबर ऑफ बुक्स परचेज कर रहा था उससे 10 बुक्स कम है. तो स्टूडेंट्स क्या हम लिख सकते हैं इक्वेशन की फॉर्म में, दिस 1200 upon x, this shows the number of books purchased originally, minus this 1200 upon x plus 10, this is the number of books purchased when the price of each book is increased by rupees 10. Okay, obviously this is the lesser value than the previous value 1200 upon x. Okay, that's why I am subtracting this from 1200 upon x. Okay, and you can think in this way also. In these two fractions the numerator have same. Okay, since x plus 10 is greater than x, so the fraction 1200 upon x plus 10 will be lesser than 1200 by x. Okay, so the difference of number of books purchased in the two condition was given 10. Clear students? Clearly लिखा हुआ है क्वेश्चन में, a person can buy 10 less books. Now it's very simple students, you can solve this equation and you can get the value of x and that will be your answer. Okay, you will have again a quadratic equation. See question number 13, question on the same concept. A train traveling a uniform speed for 360 km would have taken 48 minutes less to travel the same distance if its speed were 5 km per hour more. Students, क्वेश्चन के अंदर लॉजिक सेम ही है, बस अब ये स्पीड टाइम डिस्टेंस में कन्वर्ट हो गया है. एक ट्रेन है जिसको 360 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करनी है. ठीक है, मान लो वो x किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड से ओरिजिनली ट्रेवल कर रही थी. तो अगर वो x किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड से ट्रेवल कर रही थी तो कितना टाइम लग रहा होगा? टाइम लग रहा होगा 360 अपॉन x. चलिए लिखते हैं इसको. सपोज द ओरिजिनल स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन, suppose original speed of train is x kilometer per hour. Okay, I assumed the original speed of the train was x kilometer per hour. Clear students? Now time taken in travel 360 kilometer, time taken originally will be 360 upon x hours. No problem students writing this, because अगर आप time is nothing but distance upon speed now. So distance is 360 and x is speed. So the time taken originally was 360 upon x. Now, if you increase the speed by 5 km per hour, now new speed or increased speed, new speed of train or increased speed of the train is x plus 5 kilometer per hour. Okay, so time taken now, time taken now will become 360 upon x plus 5 hours. Okay, now students, according to question, you may observe in the question it is written train would have taken 48 minutes less to travel the same distance. मतलब जो अब टाइम लग रहा है क्योंकि आपने स्पीड बढ़ा दी, अब लगने वाला टाइम पुराने वाले लगने वाले टाइम से 48 मिनट्स कम है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन इक्वेशन बन जाएगी स्टूडेंट्स, ये है पहले लगने वाला टाइम जो कि ज्यादा है, ठीक है, जबकि स्पीड x थी. अब जब आपने स्पीड बढ़ा दी तो ये बाद में लगने वाला टाइम जो कि पहले लगने वाले टाइम से कुछ कम है. और कितना कम है? ये टाइम कम है 48 मिनट्स. बट 48 मिनट्स में हम नहीं रख सकते क्योंकि उससे पहले यहां पर टाइम आर में है 360 अपॉन एक्स और इसके आगे 360 अपॉन एक्स प्लस 5 भी आवर्स में है. तो 48 को भी आपको आवर्स में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो 48 बाय 60 इट विल बी योर इक्वेशन. नाउ solving this equation, it's not a big deal for you. Okay, you just need to solve this equation and get the value of x. Okay, and that will be the required speed of the train. Okay, so let's move further. Question based on time and work. Same kind of question based on this tap and water we did in the pair of linear equations in two variables. The question is, two water taps together can fill a tank in 75 by 8 hours. Students, this question is given in NCERT. Okay, a very important one. Two water taps, if open together, they can fill the tank in 75 by 8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. अगर अपन दोनों टैप को अलग अलग ओपन करें तो जो लार्जर डायामीटर वाला टैप है वो स्मॉलर डायामीटर वाले टैप से 10 घंटे कम लेता है, 10 आवर्स कम लेता है. ओके, फाइंड द टाइम इन विच ईच टैप कैन सेपरेटली फिल द टैंक. स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपके सबके माइंड में है कि अगर एक टैप x आवर्स लेता है फिल करने में तो 1 आवर में वो 1 अपॉन x पार्ट फिल कर देता है. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, और इसमें अपन ने जो कैपेसिटी है उसको 1 मान रखा है. ठीक है, तो चलिए इसको कंप्लीट करते हैं. सपोज टैप ऑफ smaller diameter takes x hours to fill the tank. I just assume कि जो स्मॉलर डायमीटर वाला टैप है वो अकेला x आवर्स में टैंक को फिल कर देता है. ओके, नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन द टैप ऑफ लार्जर डायमीटर टेक्स 10 आवर्स लेस. मतलब जो लार्जर डायमीटर वाला टैप है वो अब x माइनस 10 आवर्स लेगा क्योंकि x आवर्स तो स्मॉलर डायमीटर वाला ले रहा है तो इससे तो कम ही लेगा. उसका डायमीटर बड़ा है तो वो ज्यादा पानी आएगा उसमें से, तो इसीलिए टाइम कम लेगा. ओके, तो यस, tap of larger diameter will take x minus 10 hours. Okay, let me write according to question tap of larger diameter will take x minus 10 hours. Okay, because it will take 10 hours lesser. Now, students, in the first line of the question, it is written, they can fill the tank together in 17.5 by 8 hours. Now, students, it's time to form the equation. दोनों टैप मिलकर पूरे टैंक को 75 by 8 आवर्स में फिल कर देते हैं. आप तो मुझे बताओ 1 आवर में जो स्मॉलर डायमीटर वाला टैप है वो कितना पार्ट फिल करेगा? 1/x. मैंने पहले समझा रखा है आपको 1/x कैसे आया है. ये 1/x का मतलब है पार्ट ऑफ टैंक फिल्ड बाय tap of this smaller diameter in 1 hour. तो 1/x is the work efficiency actually. Okay, एक घंटे में कितना पार्ट फिल करा? 1/x पार्ट फिल करा. Okay, इसमें हम प्लस करेंगे क्योंकि आप लार्जर डायमीटर वाले टैप को भी यूज कर रहे हो, ये टुगेदर ओपन है, तो पार्ट ऑफ टैंक फिल्ड बाय द टैप ऑफ लार्जर डायमीटर, बिकॉज in x minus 10 hours it can fill the tank completely. So in 1 hour it will fill 1/x minus 10 part. Okay, now this 1/x will denote the part of tank filled by tap of smaller dia in 1 hour, and 1/x minus 10 is denoting the part of tank filled by pipe of larger diameter by tap of larger diameter in 1 hour. So if I added this, it should be equal to the total part of tank filled in 1 hour. Now it's given that in 75 by 8 hours the tank fills completely. So in 1 hour the part filled of the tank will be equal to 8 by 75. It's just unitary method, क्योंकि 75 by 8 hours में आप टैंक को पूरा फिल कर देते हैं दोनों टैप से. तो एक घंटे में टैंक का कितना पार्ट फिल हो रहा है? You have to take the reciprocal. Why? Because just by unitary method you have considered the whole capacity of the tank as 1. Okay, so yes, this will be the required equation. Now it's very simple to solve this equation and get the value of x. Okay, remember students, x and x minus 10 both should positive. Okay, so consider the value of x carefully. Okay, now let me take the next one. An express train makes a run of 240 km at a certain speed. Another train whose speed is 12 km per hour less takes an hour longer to cover the same distance. Find the speed of express train in kilometer per hour. Students, फटाफट से मैं इसकी इक्वेशन बना देता हूं. Suppose the required speed be x km per hour. Suppose required speed of express train be x kilometer per hour. Now students, it is written express train makes a run of 240 km. Distance is given 240 km at a certain speed. So what was the time taken, students? The time taken will be 240/x. Keep in the mind. Okay, 240/x will be the time taken. Now another train whose speed is 12 km per hour less. Now the speed of second train will be x minus 10. Let me write here. Speed of other train will be x minus 10 because x minus 12, because it is given the speed is 12 km per hour lesser. Okay, now it is given that to cover the same distance 240 km, the second train, the other train is taking 1 hour more. So students, can I write the equation C, 240 upon x minus 12 is denoting the time taken by the other train. Okay, now if I subtract the time taken by the express train, that is 240 by x, it is equal to 1 and it is equal to 1 hour. Okay, and that's my required quadratic equation. Students, let me again explain this, what I did here. This 240 by x minus 12 distance upon speed is actually denoting the time taken by this other train whose speed is 12 km per hour less than the express train. Obviously, because this time is greater, so I am subtracting from this time. Okay, and this 240 by x is denoting the time taken by express train, and the difference of these times is given to you 1 hour. Okay, now you can solve the equation and get the answer. The next question is based on boat and stream. Okay, all the concepts which we studied there are just here for your revision. Now the next question is a motor boat whose speed is 20 km per hour in still water. एक मोटर बोट है जिसकी स्पीड जो है वो स्टिल वाटर में 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर है. ओके, रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, यू और वी एज्यूम करते थे अपन. ओके, takes 1 hour more to go 48 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. Now students, I already explained this concept to you, so let's just write the equation fast. Okay, suppose the speed of stream or speed of current or speed of water, suppose the speed of stream be x kilometer per hour. Now student, let me know what will be the net speed in upstream. Net speed in upstream. In upstream, you know the speed is subtracted, so it will be 20 minus x, and net speed in downstream. In downstream, when the direction of stream and your boat is same, in that case the speeds are added. Okay, so net speed in downstream will be 20 plus x. No problem students, it is 20 minus x kilometer per hour, and it is 20 plus x kilometer per hour. Now it is clearly mentioned that time taken is 1 hour more to go 48 km upstream than to return downstream. So the distance is given to you 48. So students, time taken in upstream, let me show here in this way. Time taken in upstream, this US shows the time taken in upstream, TUS, minus time taken in downstream, TDS. This is only for your understanding. Okay, this time taken in upstream minus time taken in downstream is given to you what? Is given to you 1 hour. Clear? क्योंकि 1 घंटा ज्यादा लगता है अपस्ट्रीम में, तो ऑब्वियसली इनका डिफरेंस 1 के इक्वल होगा. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, टाइम इज नथिंग बट डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. डिस्टेंस इज गिवन टू यू 48 किलोमीटर. सो यस, द रिक्वायर्ड इक्वेशन विल बी 48 upon, in upstream the speed will be 20 minus x minus 48 upon 20 plus x, and this is gonna be equal to 1. Clear students? Now it's your time to solve the two equations and get the answer. Okay, that was the question number 16. Now this is a question based on geometry. Okay, students, you must try this question. Okay, not a typical one. Okay, you can try this question. Okay, so I am leaving this question on your side. Okay, you can see the question. already also I solved questions on this kind in the previous lectures. Okay, so this question is on your side. So next question, let's see what is the next one. The next question is based on fraction. It is question based on fraction. The denominator of a fraction is 2 more than its numerator. Okay, फटाफट से solve कर देते हैं students इसको. The denominator of a fraction is 2 more than its numerator. Suppose numerator x है, तो denominator कितना हो जाएगा? Denominator हो जाएगा x plus 2. तो ये हो गया original fraction. ये क्या हो गया? Original fraction. आप इसको properly language में लिख लेना है students. मैं समझा चुका हूँ इन चीजों को कि किस तरीके से इसको लैंग्वेज में कन्वर्ट करना है. तो ये हो गया ओरिजिनल फ्रैक्शन. नाउ इफ द सम ऑफ द फ्रैक्शन एंड इट्स रेसिप्रोकल इज 34 by 15. So students, according to question, what question says? Question says x upon x plus 2. It is my original fraction and the reciprocal of original fraction, that is x plus 2 upon x. Okay, I am given that this sum is 34 by x, 34 by 15. So students, it's your time to solve the value of x, and you have to find the fraction, so you have to find the value of x upon x plus 2. No problem I guess. इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन तो बहुत सिंपल है, फ्रैक्शन पे बेस्ड हम कर चुके हैं. ठीक है, बस फर्क इतना है कि अब जो इक्वेशंस बन रही हैं वो क्वाड्रेटिक बन रही हैं, पहले इक्वेशंस क्वाड्रेटिक नहीं बन रही थी. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Out of a group of swans, 7 by 2 times the square root of the total number are playing on the shore of a tank. The 2 remaining ones are playing in deep water. What is the total number of swans? Okay, students, this is the question based on normal aptitude, quantitative aptitude, in which the quadratic equation will be reducible. The equation which we will form will be reducible to quadratic form. Though this topic is removed from the syllabus in this COVID. Due to this COVID, in this particular session, this topic has been removed. The situational problems based on the equations reducible to quadratic. Okay, but if you want, you can make the equation. See, out of a group of swans, we don't know how many swans are there in a group. Suppose total number of swans in the group was x. Okay, I am just making the equation. I am just forming the equation. Okay, now 7 by 2 times the square root of total number. So 7 by 2 of the square root of total number. Is total number I assumed as x. ये मैंने assume करा है total number of swans. Okay, are playing on the shore of a tank. ये जो 7 by 2 root x है, ये टैंक के किनारे पर खेल रहे हैं. ओके, द 2 रिमेनिंग वंस आर प्लेइंग इन अ डीप वाटर. अच्छा, इनके अलावा दो और हैं जो कि डीप वाटर में खेल रहे हैं. व्हाट इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्वॉन्स? ऑब्वियसली इन दोनों का सम जो है वो टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्वॉन्स एक्स के इक्वल आना चाहिए, क्योंकि 2 तो वो जो कि डीप वाटर में है और 7 by 2 रूट एक्स वो जो कि टैंक के शोर पर खेल रहे हैं. तो 7 by 2 रूट एक्स प्लस 2, और ये इन दोनों को ऐड करने पर मुझे वापस टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्वॉन्स मिल जाने चाहिए. तो ये इक्वेशन बन गई. अच्छा स्टूडेंट्स, आपको देखने में क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन नहीं लग रही है, बट मैं इसको क्वाड्रेटिक बना सकता हूं. ये है इक्वेशन रिड्यूसिबल टू क्वाड्रेटिक. ये आपके सिलेबस में, मतलब सिचुएशनल प्रॉब्लम, ये आपके सिलेबस से हटा दिया गया है. ठीक है, तो आप मान के चलें कि इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में नहीं आएंगे. ठीक है, और वैसे भी ये क्वेश्चन आने की पॉसिबिलिटी बहुत कम रहती है. चलिए देखिए, रूट एक्स को अगर मैं यहां पर y एज्यूम करूं, तो अगर मैं दोनों साइड स्क्वायर कर दूं तो रूट एक्स का स्क्वायर हो जाएगा x, रूट एक्स का स्क्वायर हो जाएगा x, और यहां पर y का स्क्वायर हो जाएगा y स्क्वायर. तो आप यहां से समझ सकते हैं कि रूट एक्स अगर y के इक्वल है तो आफ्टर स्क्वायरिंग बोथ द साइड्स आई विल बी गेटिंग x एज y स्क्वायर. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, you just need to put these here. So 7 by 2y plus 2 is equal to y square. Now students, this is nothing but a quadratic equation in which variable is y. Now solve this particular equation for y, and by taking the square root, just solve for y, then taking the square of that y, you will be getting the x, because you can see x is equal to y square. Clear students? That was question number 19. So it's your Part 2 solve. Again, a question based on this equations reducible to quadratic. At t minutes past 2 p.m. 2 बज के t मिनट बाद, 2 minutes past 2 p.m. का मतलब है 2 बजने के t मिनट बाद, the time needed by the minute hand of a clock to show 3 p.m. was found to be 3 minutes less than t square by 4. Now just form the equation, students. आप मुझे बताओ 2 बज के t मिनट टाइम हो रहा है. अगर मैं लिखता हूं 10 minutes past 2 am, इसका मतलब टाइम हो रहा है 2 बज के 10 मिनट. ओके, 2:10. तो अगर 2 बज के 2 बज के t मिनट टाइम हो रहा है, ठीक है, तो 3 बजने में अब कितना टाइम बाकी है, कितने मिनट्स बाकी है? ऑब्वियसली 2 से 3 बजने में 60 मिनट्स होते हैं, ठीक है, उसमें से t मिनट्स टाइम आगे बढ़ चुका है, तो अब टाइम कितना बचा? 60 माइनस t मिनट ही तो हुआ. तो द टाइम फॉर शोइंग 3 p.m. विल बी 60 माइनस t, क्योंकि 2 से 3 बजने में 60 मिनट्स लगते हैं और उसमें से t मिनट आगे हो चुके हैं, मतलब 2 बज के t मिनट हो रहे हैं. टाइम हो रहा है t मिनट्स पास्ट 2 p.m. क्लियर? सो द टाइम टेकन for showing the clock 3 p.m. will be 60 minus t, and this time is equal to 3 minutes less than t square by 4. यहां आपकी डायरेक्टली क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन बन रही है t स्क्वायर बाय 4 माइनस 3. हाँ, तो इसको आप सिंप्लीफाई करके इसको t के लिए सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो सॉल्व करने वाला काम आपका है. इसके साथ ये होमवर्क और इसी के साथ चैप्टर कंप्लीट. इन 5 क्वेश्चंस को आप करें. इसके अलावा एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस आपको लाइव क्लास में और प्रॉब्लम क्लास के अंदर और आपके स्टडी मटेरियल के अंदर मिलेंगे, ठीक है. हालांकि जितना मैंने इसमें कराया है ये भी बहुत बहुत ज्यादा इनफ है स्टैंडर्ड पेपर के लिए. ओके, तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में. टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय. अब हम एक नए चैप्टर के साथ शुरुआत करेंगे, ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट चैप्टर वी विल स्टार्ट. ओके, बाय बाय एवरीवन.